Bonjour, Mustache, and welcome back to Release Wars. Today, well, we got 3 characters that have recently received a buff. Or, in this case, at least recent-ish, because it's been at least a bit since they have. And right now, the Legend in Making Challenge is going. Our opponent just had to be Koragg, so... The good thing is, it's a mixture of things, because Trini was buffed, so Rushing Daggers! There's an example. Now I think we just have to prevent them from attacking, but... Yep, there we go. Don't get to land that one. It must have lagged or something, I don't know. In this case, it's Dragon Orb and Trini, Koragg, and Dai Shi. In this case, however, Dai Shi's one is actually an update to his situation, because that video is painfully outdated with how he's actually cheaper now in his middle slot again. Your movements are sluggish, you have to be lagging. Yeah. Nope. As I said, he has to be sluggish at this point. Or lagging at this point. He's just being sluggish. Go ahead. Get launched, and if you don't get out of my corner, you get punched. With that one, though, we have a Dark Magic Strike! There is actually another thing about Dai Shi, but it's kind of irrelevant now because of the other changes they did. But like normally it would matter that you need to get the cheaper version by making use of not dashing first. But the problem is it's not needed anymore in that sense. So yeah, get brought in. Question is whether or not you're ready. Up you go. And back away. Shield bash. Yeah, okay, this one. Well, it's weakened-ish. Kind of. Block Commander Rush! Nope. I'm stuck in the middle of that. Well, that's on me. Dai Shi literally has a true combo with this breaker being fast now, so I really should have just poked them and instantly swapped into it. Hacky Slash! You're not supposed to be an opponent. Yeah, what just happened there is exactly what happens to RJ now. The difference is, it's a 3 cost. The problem there being it's... Eric at least has... Well, he doesn't put himself in the air, no, not in one of his other attacks. Which is his other strike. This one. But what's it gonna be, Eric? Okay. Well, that was sad. You really should not have been an opponent. Rocky! And yeah, about the thing, it's technically a challenge, but even then, they could just... It's not that hard to maybe create an algorithm to match HP at the same time. Even though, then at that point, it's just cheating system can be made in that case, so... questionable at best. Nope! Poke him! What's it gonna be? Gonna go for a sweep? Oh, I'm just gonna punch you! With that one, I have to... Yeah, of course. I just ignored it. Get rid of this. And you can explode! Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna recover to 7, see what's the next move? Great. Can I don't think I can even get away from this. I'm gonna spam all I want, but it's not good enough! You're not fast enough. His super still does more than any other attack that Koragg has. Even with the Dark Magic Strike. And Dyson. Well, that happened. You can get caught. Get launched. Yeah, since I dashed, that's the only even reason why I was slower. The fact that I could have just simply used the slash and it was completely would have been vulnerable. Up you go. And Phantom Beast. Gonna have to put them on fire. As you can tell, this is the type of matchup that happens instead. Ferocious Roar, no Rocky, and back away. Well, that's, well, at least he tried, but you can see how slow that is. Just, why? You allowed Dai Shi to do this, yet he can't even do anything else. Dai Shi actually has 2 options to stop the instant Alpha Wolf. RJ literally has nothing to help him. He's just too slow now. And they even slow down his breaker for some reason. Why do you people have to be the ones that have to taunt constantly? No better thought process, or what? Listen, you don't even stand a chance. I know why you have the horrible personality when you don't have a strong enough combo. You can do a combo against me, but I'm just gonna super you right after. Yeah, your damage is too low. Get out. Fix your personality. Especially with how they played, they would not have even known how to even do perfect setup to prevent me from getting away with a few things. Ish. Zed! I don't know why you're gonna be allowed that block already, but so be it. Don't use the Casey assist. Nothing? Okay. No button. And that's enough. Looks like another mismatch. Okay, so in terms of the Fern, maybe they could have done something along the lines of... what was it again? Actually, using their break to dodge the super. If they weren't stuck in the mode, so... yeah. At least they're trying. At the same time, they failed. Well, you're getting hit by the more damaging version. You can see there's one of the few problems now. Since it's the same cost, there's no point. Because of the change, the only use that Dai Shi actually has for the new taunt tech that anyone actually added after apparently his update, he needs the Zenaku assist, because the only thing that can be useful is to bring the opponent closer after using the assist, because you have to dash forwards. It's very weird. And I'm not running that assist for that one. It's on Koragg's team. Can you not use that again? I'm just gonna slam into you because you... yeah, you really wanted another nick, did you? You just had to fight the same person twice in a row for some reason. And now it's an Oracle with Rocky again. Yeah. So... nothing there. Yeah, they start with a zero cost block, so what's the next card gonna be, huh? Yeah, okay. And then they're fast enough to dash around. Okay, so we're locking the primary. Is that the... no. Not by the looks of it. They can fire. Okay. Honestly, that's fair enough. They think they can do that one. And then they don't rotate. The one part that matters. They just used that earlier. And I can't even hit this no matter what. No matter how I try to use the assist, it's never gonna come out. No blocks! And just an insulting, retarded crit. Just a reminder that Oracle runs around with EP refunds in his kit and super that crit. With boosted crit chance on everything. Except for his one primary strike. Last hit. See there? Same thing as per usual. Up we go. Backdash and launch again. For that one, let's just have to be careful. Great. Crit again, and last hit will crit. Once again, fluctuating crit chance causes other hits to crit when they're not allowed to. And then super. Once again, another crit that doesn't have any boosted crit chance, but it's fluctuating. So it's gonna keep critting again and again. Once again, crit manipulation, because Enway's too retarded to not just spam it on every one of his moves. It is outright just sitting in the code, giving him 40% and 50% boosted crit chance. Repeatedly. Throughout every single one of his moves. Like I said, the only one that isn't is quite literally the primary strike. That's melee. Even the altered version of the blaster one has boosted crit chance on the last hit. That's what happens. Every single time on the last hit of his anything other than the primary melee strike, he gets a random boost of crit. Or rather, a consistent crit boost on every last hit. And if it wasn't obvious, obviously Lothor's specials or perfect cancels have this as well. The difference is that one's at least a special cancel, but they get enhanced, well, properties as well. So his is a bit more dangerous in that sense as well. But he doesn't have it on his super. Oracle does. And that's one of the few reasons why he doesn't get a special explosion. To put it simple, he doesn't work for it. He does zero. It's zero effort to get all his damage. So when it comes to being flashy, he's stupid. Because everything he does is just boosted by for no reason. Just because anybody thought it would be funny to make something stupid like that. Second mismatch in a row. Almost down with the topic, but that just looks like another mismatch. If anything, we have Adam, who also got buffed to get boosted crit chance on his super. Both versions of the strike, or both versions of the super attack. Block and the strike. The thing is, though, at least that's once again only the super, but not throughout the entire attack. Yeah, more to explain still. Now the thing is, though, when it comes to the crit boost, it is quite literally a exploit of a problem. Only the description I can properly give is... the best description is when you keep fluctuating the crit chance, your other attacks are basically trying to compensate for, you're actually supposed to have this much crit chance. In the end, it just starts spamming your other moves to become crits. Which is why we constantly saw the Oracle spam other crits on not just the final hit, but throughout all of his attacks. And it's dumb. This just gives them even more damage when they don't need it. So yeah, back on topic, because... why do we have to keep fighting mismatches? Didn't we literally fight this guy? Blackline Rush! And since it's a block combo, yeah, this is gonna hurt. And it's a God to Fury. Maybe I should have just done a Ferocious Roar, but this is just sad. Well, yeah, that was dumb. Clearly there's a problem though, because the first entry we found a decent few fair opponents and quite a few mismatches. Now why are we finding only mismatches? Your existence is sad. You should not have been an opponent. Go ahead, press what you can. Block in the primary slot and breaker in the middle slot, isn't it? It's gonna armor. Something you didn't pay attention to. And there's that breaker. That's an ollie. It's finally fair, probably. Yep. Block it. Nope. Fine. Well, you were late, so that works. I'm gonna stay in your face and wolf attack. No ollie assist for you. And yeah, of course, just strike the air. Once again, still hitting the air and hitting the player. For no reason at all. Anybody wants to give that attack to ollie. You can teleport away. Oh no. Well, you're exploding. And another one. Finally. Give them 6 matches. It's as if it's trying to make a very specific interaction happen, which is, oh yeah, you may have been kicked out, so we're just going to... we're gonna try and catch you back up to what you were. That didn't help. It's max fire. 291. Yeah. 291 per tick. They didn't reset their energy either. Nope. Up you go. The thing is though, Dai Shi still isn't that strong by comparison. And a beast. You deal damage, but yeah, look, wow. So where's my blocks now all of a sudden? I used 1 and 4 cards. I've seen attackers pull more blocks in that game. Okay. I can only hope your health is enough. No. Back to mismatches it is. I dodged the hammer. Just to armor the kick. Okay. Well, at least you did that soon enough. I was about to armor your attack again. Perfect timing. Get between the gap. Again, charge! Heavyweight slam! And you are not able to... either everyone is gone, or just... I'm not finding them now, because the first challenge is always the semi-rigged one. And all of a sudden it just has pity. Or I don't know what happened. Where are they? Where are they? We fought 2. Technically, 3, actually. First match was Orko. Dai Shi, can you catch them first? Well, they try to block. Go to the air, and with that, Staccato Fury. Did you really need 2 of them? Wow. Wow, Ninja Kimberly. Just original. Yep, and there she gets to be faster. Yep. Very specific thing that has happened, and not to mention Dai Shi's armor. Weird thing acting up as well, where he's got a disadvantage against this character. Because I don't know how anyway messed up hit reactions, giving armor in the middle of it to prevent him from having too many reactions happening at once. It's on a weird set of random characters, to be precise. But I'd still like to know why that stupid thing gets 2 blocks right after one another. Let's see what her class was again. I wonder. Balanced. I'm running both attackers and defender here, but yet someone is there. Right at the start, after I have to strike them down again, they get another 0-cost block, which is completely illegal to use in the air. You don't have an animation for it, you don't have the right. No other character is allowed to activate another attack while they're in the air. You have to remove Jack's cancel on the assist. And this character still doesn't have the animation to even match what's required. You're not allowed to fall to the ground without proper animation. You just completely look incomplete. Other than being completely broken as well. Yep. There was one thing I needed to enter that challenge for, and let's see whether or not it's complete. Wow. That's a no. 8 more to go, I guess. And in terms of these, that's not happening. Yeah. That needs to be leveled up because I need to use her for her dedicated ranked. It'll probably drop, if anything, if I just open a single corruption box, so... It's not max level, but as if I'm going to be getting to bronze without going through a wall. Can we get something? No. It's also not even guaranteed, so we might as well. It's not much of an increase. Sometimes it can just maybe be helpful, but not that one either. And I still have to point out that it's always special essence. It's special orbs, and it's never anything else when you open the corruption zone boxes. It's not primary or health. It's always special. There's a lot about them not changing anything. Still nothing. Nothing but commons and rares. So no epic essence as a random drop, or what is it? Or is it characters only? Still nothing. And no legendary so far is all I can say. How many times has Catherine appeared? I can't help but feel like those characters are being way too common by comparison. Well, we found 3 legendary shards, so let's see. Well, at least it's not exactly useless. Contributes to level 4 Psycho Red. Eventually. But yeah, as you can clearly tell, it's always gonna be special orbs. The difference is it can be leader or assist. But clearly, we also still don't get the other thing. And it's just outright better to grab one of these instead. But in fact, it's... Yeah, well, that happened. Yeah, there's an example. Just now, this is level 9. Not too far from being leveled up further, so we shall see what happens there. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give a like, comment if there's something you'd like to see, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Don't miss anything, and your Discord is in the description. Memberships are a thing, you can become one, and have your name throughout streams at the end of videos to receive the links of thumbnails, as well as join the Red Ranger Alliance with priority. And until the next Power Rangers video. Goodbye!